हेलो फ्रेंड्स, आज की क्लास में आप सभी का स्वागत है। आज हम कंप्यूटर के क्वेश्चंस करेंगे जो आपके एनटीपीसी एग्जाम के लिए हेल्पफुल होगी। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। Which of the following not a component of the MS Office 365 suite? MS Paint. What is the default vertical alignment of text in an Excel worksheet? Bottom. Where is the content of the active cell display in Excel? Formula bar. Which feature MS Word draw a line through the middle of the text? Strike through. MS Word 2016. What does a feature in the front group of represent? Change case. What is the shortcut for the redo commands in MS Word? Control plus Y. In Excel worksheet, what does the sixth row of seventh column indicate? G6. What is the shortcut for the undo command MS Word? Control plus Z. What will be the cell address for the fifth column and 10th row in Excel? E10. Which of the following is not an option of paragraph setting of MS Word? Effects. Which of the following not a part of MS Office 2019? Keynote. What does the shortcut Control plus A do in MS Word? Selected the entire text. What is the example of a separate sheet program? Microsoft Excel. What does a menu in a computer typically contain? Commands. What is the shortcut copy file paste it on the desktop? Control plus C, Control plus B. Which sound files can be inserted in MS PowerPoint? Web files, made files. What is the correct file extension for MS Word file docs? What is the shortcut key remove for paragraph front formatting in MS Word 2016? Control plus Q. What is the shortcut key paste copy text? Control plus B. How many columns are there in a single Excel 2010 worksheet? 16,384. Which of the following not a office package? Quantum. What is the following not a database software? MS Word. Which software is most suitable for presentation in a classroom? Microsoft PowerPoint. Which following not a operating system? MS Office. Which of the following not a separate sheet program? Ubuntu. What is the shortcut key file selected cell to the right in Excel? Control plus R. What is the shortcut key of enter edit mode in Excel? F2. What is the shortcut key to select entire row in Excel? Shift plus space. What is the shortcut key of copy selected text? Control plus C. What is the industry standard name of the first MS-DOS computer virus? Brain. What is the nested function of MS Excel? A function within another function. What happens when you triple click on a paragraph in MS Word? It selected the entire paragraph. Single click, closer, double click, selected what? Triple click, selected the full paragraph. What key are used the copy paste in MS Word? Control plus C, Control plus B. Control plus C copy, Control B paste, Control X cut, Control Z undo. What does a workbook refer to a computer? MS Excel. What is the following not a modifier key in IMB in compatible computer tab? What is the function of the Alt plus Enter shortcut key? Display properties of selected item. When does the MS Word selected entire paragraph by default in amount mouse on triple click? What type of software in MS Office application software? Which key used for the MS Word repeat in the last action? Control plus Y. How does computer recognize a file extension? MS Word is an example of application software. What is blinking symbol of a desktop called cursor? Which of the following not a hardware component? Microsoft Office. The file extension DOS accessories which software? Type word processor. BAT is the extension of which type of file? Batch file. Which symbol is used for the start the formula Excel? Is equal to. Which of the following not a DBMS? Apache. Which of the following not a bitmap based file type? ODT. INF is a file extension related to setup installation files. Which of the following not a video file extension? JPG. PSD file extension is associated with adopted Photoshop. What is the shortcut key to open a paste special dialog box in MS Word? Alt plus E plus S. What is the shortcut key of switch between open apps in Windows 10? Alt plus tab. What is the shortcut key to PC Windows 10? Window logo key plus L. What is the window shortcut key? Hide the desktop. Logo key plus D. What was the initially process named the Windows OS by Bill Gates? Interface Manager. What is the start menu in a standard personal computer? A setup option of command. Which key option held the page of window keyboard F1? Two files cannot exist the same folder when they are exact same name of type. What is the full form of GUI? Graphical User Interface. What is not a default function key? F8. Where do you deleted files go into the computer recycle bin? What is the use of Alt plus Tab to switch between open programs? What are the graphical icons help the operate files folder apps called icons? What is the full form of IANA? Internet Assistant Numbers Authority. Which of the following not a part of data processing database installation? What is the full form of W3C in a context of the Internet World Wide Web Consortium? What is the full form of ISCII? Indian Standard Code of Information Interchange. Intel Core i9 belong to which category processor? What does NIU stand for? Information Technology Network Interface Unit. What is the full form of SEO? Relation of the web page, search engine optimization. What is the full form of GPRS? General Packet Radio Service. Full form of CDMA, Code Division Multiple Access. Full form of SMPS, Switch Mode Power Supply. IBM International Business Machine. DDL, Data Definition Language. Full form of CLI, Command Line Interface. OLE, Object Linking Embedding. What does FQDN stand for? Fully Qualified Domain Name. Full form of ISP, Telecom Sector Internet Service Provider. Full form of BHIM, Bharat Interface for Money. Full form of LIFO, in computing, last in first out. Full form of IDN, Computer Vocabulary, Internationalized Domain Name. What does GUI stand for? Computing Graphical User Interface. Full form of ASCII, American Standard Code for Information Interchange. Full form of DASD in IT, Direct Access Storage Device. Full form of FTP, File Transfer Protocol. CSS, file associated with kind of files. Hypertext related file. What is the full form of PDA? Personal Digital Assistant. Full form of ICT, Information Communication Technology. Consider the inverter as SMS. Matty Moken. What is the full form of ATM? Automated Teller Machine. In data processing, what does SAP stand for? System Application Product. Full form of GSM, Global System for Mobile Communication. Full form of VLSI, Very Large Scale Interrogation. What is nomophobia? Fear of being out of mobile phone contact. What is founded the Sun Microsystem? Vinod Khosla. Full name of Education in Loan Portal in developed by NSDL. www.vidyalakshmi.co.in. Which state first implement the BharatNet project? Tamil Nadu. What is the machine readable code mode number of parallel is called barcode? Which Indian state was declared fully digital state? Kerala. Who called the father of video games? Ralph H. Baer. Identifies the returning user of web page? Cookies. What is Railwire Railway Broadband Service? Which service enable fund transfer through mobile phones? IMPS. Which district of India has the first connected under NOFN high-speed rural broadband network? Idukki. Which of the following is a key of pillar of digital initiative? Documentation of digital awareness. What does online not mean to the context of computer? Connectivity is not a functional unit. Which of the following not a subsidiary Alphabet? Nets Life. What is the considered the unsafe behavior regarding net banking ATMs? Not changing your PIN regularly. Which following not video conferencing format WMV? Which network is fast SMS sent Vodafone? Which of the following satellite service provider installed Intelsat? Where is the trial testing software before the commercial launch called beta test? Which following the audio file extension WMA? What term of buying the selling goods e-commerce? Which of the following affected the overall performance of computer graphic card size? What is the full form not a size file sharing app? Surfly. Which of the following related to the production of data security? Who developed the VGA video graphics RV technology IBM? Whose project implemented the CDAC Pune Museum Digital Collection Management Project Jatan? What is the term of attempt to the steal sensitive information through the DPC means phishing? PNG is a type of file, image file. What type of the signal does DVI transmitted? Both digital, analog, video singles. What name the Facebook chat books that shut down Bob and allies? Which company stopped manufacturing computer in 2005? IBM. Co-founded Microsoft in Paul Allen 1975. Bill Gates. What is the term of low frequency sound waves used by elephant? Infrasonic sound. What type of software? Curator Pro separates software. Why is the number of smartphone increasing rapidly in India? Both ARR, but